Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video, I wanted to chat with you about the upcoming Sephora VIB sale. For the last few sales, I've not picked up too many things because, I think you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I do have a few things in my cart that I am seriously considering getting. One is a definite for sure. Absolutely. It's a repurchase. So I thought I would share that with you. And then I thought I could maybe, I don't know, show you my recommendations for things that I would pick up, both Sephora brand and stuff that's available at Sephora. You know, Sephora brand is 30% off during the sale, and depending on your tier, you get 10, 15, or 20% off other stuff at Sephora. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can form words more coherently and make this not painful to watch. Anyway, if you are interested in what I think is worth picking up and maybe what I'm going to pick up, stick around and we'll get into the video now. I did film some B-roll applying my makeup, not the eyes. The eye look is a separate video and is either already up and you've seen it or is coming super soon. I don't know which yet. As I'm filming this, I just decided I had a couple of video ideas I wanted to do and I'm just doing them. So that's how it goes here. Let's start with clearing some space because I have pulled out all of my eyelashes that need a good cleaning, so I don't forget to do that today. So they are on the desk right in front of me along with everything else. Okay, so let's start with the non-Sephora brand and then we'll just like bounce back and forth between Sephora and not Sephora and go in order of application because I don't know, that just seems easier and I have to edit all of this and insert the B-roll so you can see the application. So let's make it easy on me. Okay, so do you have any guesses right now? Which I did half and half. Half is Sephora brand and the other half is products you can purchase at Sephora but aren't Sephora brand. Any thoughts before we get into it? There's my left side. There's my right side. All right, time's up. On my right, I used the KVD Good Apple foundation. My shade is light 18, 018. If I weren't wearing a turtleneck sweater, I think it would look a little bit odd with my tan shoulders, but I am wearing a sweater because it's very chilly here today, and I thought I could get away with it. So I love that foundation. Love, love, love. I've purchased 4 bottles in total because I just couldn't get the right shade, but I love it so much that I wanted the correct shade for me. So if I was wearing a tube top or something that showed more of my shoulders and décolletage, I would just use more bronzer and, even it out a bit. But I think that foundation is fantastic. I love it. On the Sephora side, I used the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I love this foundation too. They are both fantastic. I think they look the same on my face. I think products went on top of these exactly the same. Absolutely beautiful. They're lovely. Absolutely lovely. And though not the exact same shade, obviously, because in the Sephora I am 11.5p, but it's so darn close that you really can't tell the difference. I don't think. I couldn't tell a difference. So yeah, those are my two foundations. Obviously there are other foundations that are amazing. Estee Lauder is amazing. Lots of things, but these are the two that I genuinely love and reach for the most. And I don't know that they're dupes, because this isn't what this is about. This was just, similar in my brain. I don't know. Does that make sense? Probably not. I do not have a concealer from either Sephora or items that can be purchased at Sephora. I love, love, love the Juvia's Place concealer and the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. Those are my two faves. I love them. I have purchased Sephora concealers, the Radiant and the regular one, and I can't really use them under my eye. It causes me to get milia, which is a big pain in the butt. So no B-roll for concealer, but powder. So I don't spend money on setting powder, really. I mean, obviously I spend money, but not like big money. I had the Laura Mercier powder because everyone raved about it. It was all anyone was using for quite a while on the YouTubes. It's fine, but I don't think it's special, like at all. If I had to choose a special powder that I know I love, that I reach for all the time and have purchased over and over and over and over again, regardless of how the brand treated me, it is the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. I love this powder. I think it is so good. When I purchased it, it was glaringly better than any other powder I'd used at that point. Like, way better, in my opinion. Again, you know what to say about opinions. But as for the Sephora side, I used the Sephora loose powder. It's in Universal. I think this is great. I literally cannot tell the difference. Now, I don't know if I will notice a difference later on in the day, but right now it all looks the same. Both sides of my face look as good as it can. I'm not gonna say like, oh, it looks so good. It looks good. I'm 46. I think they're both great. If you can save a few bucks and get the Sephora plus get 30% off, I would definitely recommend that. Absolutely, no questions asked. Now for contour, I have the Kevyn Aqua in the shade medium. This is the sculpting powder. I've been using this for such a long time. I have a pretty big spot pan in there. This is a fantastic contour shade for me. I love it. But when I did a full face of Sephora products video, I picked up the Sephora brand contour, and that is what is on my left side. Obviously, this contour is amazing. I 100% will not have to repurchase the Kevyn Aqua. This is so good. I would recommend this over the Kevyn Aqua. It's the best contour shade for me that I have ever used, and I got it 02 light to medium. It is fantastic. I genuinely love this contour so much. Next we have bronzer, and for one that you can buy in Sephora, I went with the Glowish. I have this in 03 tan light, and I have the darker shade too. I can't remember which one it was, but this is what I'm wearing, and it's beautiful. It is a fantastic, lovely bronzer. I would recommend it if you were looking for It's not high end, but higher end bronzer. It's lovely. I'm also wearing the Sephora brand bronzer, and this is in One Golden Getaway. This is shade 1. I go in with it fairly light and just build it up to get it to where I want it to be, and I think it looks amazing. Absolutely beautiful bronzer. Love it. And Sephora brand. What's not to love? I definitely have opinions about drugstore products. Let me know if you want to see what my thoughts are on that in a video, but if we're talking Sephora, yeah, I would go for it. Now for blush, I chose the Glowish. This is in 02 Caring Coral. It's a beautiful shade. I really, really like this. It goes on beautifully. It wears beautifully. I genuinely love it. And on the Sephora side, you'll never guess. Could it possibly be Sephora blush? It is. I have these two. These are quite a bit older. I've had them for quite a while. And I went in with Hey Jealousy, which is the pink one first. And then I thought it might be a little bit too pink because my Glowish is Caring Coral. So I booped into Heated, which is kind of a pinky peachy shade, but this one has a bit of a sheen, so I didn't go in too heavy because the Glowish isn't sheeny. But I think they look so super similar. They wear the same. They are beautiful. Love them. For this one, I've mentioned this before, and you know, it's a bummer because you can't actually get the one that isn't Sephora brand, but it's the Dior Backstage Powder No Powder. This is in shade 2 Neutral. I've had this for a long time. You can see there's like pan in there. I love this. I thought it was great. I was so glad I had it. I think it's fantastic. I use that as my like buffing finishing powder. And then on the Sephora side, I went in with the 30 Sand Light Neutral as my buffing powder. I picked this up. I have a darker shade, which I don't think I can wear anymore. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's like a very, very, very flat spot in there. I use this so much. I highly recommend this. I would say if you are getting it online, go lighter than what you think you should, because this is, I mean, it looks light, but it is so not. On me, it definitely deepens me up a little bit. So I will probably pick up another one of these in a lighter shade that I can wear all winter long. It's just, it's my number one go-to. I love it so much. It looks beautiful. It's not, there's no real sheen to it, but like the Dior Powder No Powder, after I use it, my skin looks like skin. Sometimes I'll use a powder foundation as like my buffing finishing powder, and I like the look of it a lot, love it in fact, but I will usually go in and spray something just to kind of calm down the powder look and get my face to look a bit more like skin. But with this, because of its formula, my skin looks like skin even after applying all of these powders. So yeah, love it. Next and last for things that I put on my face, we have highlighter. I used the Benefit Cookie highlighter on my right side. I think it's beautiful. One of my favorite higher end highlighters. I think it's lovely. And on my left side, I went in with the Sephora 05 Iced Pearl Luminizer. This is beautiful. I mean, it's a tiny bit more subtle, I think, than the cookie highlighter, but it's lovely. If I didn't have all the highlighters I have, I would definitely pick up more. Same with the blushes. They're just really, really nice. So if you're looking for any of these products and you weren't sure if the Sephora brand was worth it, even at 30% off, dude, I think it is definitely worth it. I genuinely love all of the Sephora products that I've mentioned today. They are so good and just, not even good for the money, just good. Love it. Love, love, love. So a couple other things I wanted to mention that I would pick up if I were looking for more things would be the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin blushes. I am going to try maybe to get the little 4-pack that she's launched for holiday. It's got 2 itty bitty ones and 2 regular size ones, I believe. Let me look. Yes, it has 2 regular size blushes and 2 minis. I wish I could just get all the minis. I wish she would put these out in minis and sell them as a set even. I love minis. And speaking of minis, I do have out my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Powder Balm thingy in Universal. I use one of these balms every time I wear makeup. I have it in Universal and I have it in 2 other shades that I can wear as foundation or as primer. It makes all the difference on my skin. I would definitely recommend, if you have an oily T-zone, use it on your T-zone. If you're not oily, maybe don't use it as a primer for sure. But you know, if maybe you have a drier skin, if you did really good skincare before going in with the like foundation shade ones, I could see it working and, you know, looking really nice. I love that stuff. I've been through so many of them now. Yeah. So I'll probably pick up another one during the sale. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Because I do have 2. And even the one that's technically too dark for me right now and will continue to be too dark, I can wear as a primer with a full coverage foundation over the top of it. So I can make it work. So I don't need to pick up another one. But with the percentage, and the percentage isn't like that great, so bear that in mind as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Brands will often have sales that compete with Sephora and Ulta, so, you know, take a reconnoiter. That's the term of the trade that means check it out, and just see if you're thinking about picking up something from Sephora. Check the brand's website and see what they're offering for discounts. And things, okay, one other thing I'm going to repurchase is the Inky List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Body Stick. If you have any kind of dry, bumpy skin, run, fly, take a bus, take a train, whatever you gotta do. Go get this. Order it immediately. It is amazing. It is the most skin-changing thing I've tried aside from snail slime. It's just fantastic. The backs of my arms are no more yucky. Like, there's no chicken skin, there's no bumpy yuck. I think someone called it strawberry skin, which is way better than chicken skin, but it's so nice. And I use it on my legs where I get extra dry. It's just, if you have dry skin and it's like more than just what a lotion can handle, get it and thank me later. And then for new things, I was thinking I might try the One Size Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. That just sounds so good. And I've heard really good things about it if you're oily. And I really am only oily in my T-zone. The rest of my face is pretty darn normal. So I was thinking about it. But I love the Niacinamide, so do I need it? See where I'm going here? Like, I want to try it. So we'll see. I'll check the brand's website as well and see what kind of sales anyone or everyone is running. And then we'll see. And last but not least, Commodity has a perfume, a fragrance called Juice. And I put 2 of the travel size sprays in my cart. One is the bold and one is the expressive. I guess they do 3 different intensities, but it just sounds so yummy and delicious. $32 for one, so $64 for 2. That's a lot of money if I don't love it. So I'm gonna think on it and we'll see. But I would really, really love to know what you're thinking about picking up. Do you go nuts on the Sephora sale? I did once, many years ago, not many years ago, like in the last 6, I think it was like 5 years ago. I bought like every single thing I wanted to. It was exciting and I don't regret it. I got great stuff. I'm very like aware of my purchasing. I have to make sure I'm going to use it. Even if I'm not sure I'm going to love it, it has to be something that I can use or make work, because I don't like wasting money. I don't like it, not at all. So, I mean, not that anyone does, but you know, I was listening to YouTube this morning when I was piddling and pondering, getting ready, and it automatically played the next video, and it was a larger creator who is talking about the Sephora sale and got every single thing on her list. And I was like, really? This sounds suspicious. And then it said that Sephora was sponsoring the video. Well, no kidding. That stuff just, I don't know. If it's because I'm old and cranky or because I'm playing poor, but of course you got everything on your list. You don't have to pay for it. Like, who wouldn't do that? I want to see Sephora do that with small channels, with people who aren't able to buy everything on their list. You know, give a couple of those people a chance. Let some of my friends go and get all the things on their wish list and then tell me what they think about it. You know what I mean? How cool would that be? I just think it'd be amazing. I'm not going to name names, but like the smaller channels who are just, you know, playing makeups and having fun and giving you honest opinions. That's who I wish brands were collaborating with and sponsoring, but not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm doing my own thing over here and it's not what everyone else is doing. I'm not chasing views. I'm not chasing subscribers. If I get it, I want it on my own merit, you know? So definitely let me know what you're thinking about picking up, where you're thinking about picking it up from. We all know Ulta is going to have comparable sales, plus their point system is way better. So let me know. Let's chat about what we are and are not purchasing during the sale season. And you know, Black Friday's right around the corner. I mean, when I'm filming this, it's the end of October. It's almost Black Friday. So yeah, I don't know. I just like talking about this stuff with you. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.